Hi, I'm Rick Stivers with YoungMartin'sReels, and tonight we're going to be looking at this Garcia spin casting reel, the GK-30. This is a, I don't know what it cost when it was brand new, but it is a very low budget fishing reel, and it is not one that we're going to be able to bring back to life. I'm going to keep it around for parts in case I ever encounter another one that needs parts, but this one's pretty much gone. I'm going to walk you through it and show you what all's wrong with it. Alright, first we're going to take the cover off, and let's take the spinner off. Alright, this assembly for the rotor, or for the spool, actually turns counterclockwise and then pulls out. It's got these little tabs here that lock into these pieces up inside here. It's very cheaply made. It's all plastic, and it was destined to fail, although it hasn't failed, not yet. Alright, so let's move over here. Let's take off the handle. We'll pull the handle off, and if you look, someone has lost the nut that went on this, and they put this nut on there, which is not the right thread, and it has chewed up the shaft on this main gear. So that's one of the things that's wrong with it. Okay, we're going to back off the star adjuster. Oh, by the way, well, I'll show you that in a minute. And you'll see the case is cracked right here. Alright, also the foot is broken down here. So add those together. That should have just about been enough, but let's keep going. We'll pull off the screw here. Got the screw out. Now the side panel comes off along with the button. Now the axle shaft on this thing is actually in very good shape, and usually axle shafts is one of the first things that starts going on a reel, and this one, although it needs to be cleaned, is actually in very, very good condition. I don't see any damage to the teeth at all, so it's okay. Now let's move over to the main gear. The main gear does not want to rotate in the case. It's very, very tight, and that has a lot to do with the sleeve that's in here. The main gear itself, aside from having those torn up threads, actually that's not really part of the main gear, that's the main gear axle shaft. This thing does have drag washers, which is very nice for a reel of this quality, but there's your main gear right there, and it's in excellent shape. So I may end up taking those and either hanging on to them for a while or seeing if I can't send them off on eBay to somebody who needs one of these. But this main gear shaft is messed up, not because the shaft itself is bad or because the drag washers are bad, but because that nut, they put the wrong nut on there and chewed up the threads. Now, we see that we've got this broke out. Well, this also does not want to turn when you try to rotate it. Let's put this shaft in and see if we can't push this out. That's how tight that spool is sitting inside there, and it's broken. So now we have that part broken, this part broken, the case broken, the foot broken. So that's 4 broken parts all on this one little low dollar reel. The anti-reverse on it is in good shape, but this reel, there's not any hope for it. It's just got too many broken parts. So sometimes a reel just isn't economically feasible to put together, and when your main frame is bad, that's pretty much the end for your reel. I might find I've got a couple of old spin cast reels up there that need handles. Maybe this handle will fit one of those, but the nut is definitely a no-go. The spinner head's in good shape. Parts of the reel are in good shape. Other parts of the reel are just completely trashed. So I'm going to bag it up in a baggie, mark it for what it is, and set it off to the side. Unfortunately, at Young Martin's Reels, we can't save them all. And this is one that we can't save. When it came in, it was completely frozen up, and I had taken it apart to see what was wrong with it. And most of the problem came from this right here. And this, and well, all the parts are broken. But it was completely frozen. I did manage to get it freed up enough that it would turn, but it never would turn well. And this was bad, broken. So this is one that Young Martin's Reels couldn't take care of. And sometimes that happens to us, and I'm sad for it. I really hate to see any reel get tossed in the trash, but sometimes things are just too far gone and it's time to call the coroner. So this is Rick Stivers with Young Martin's Reels, and good night.